Shisha, so be a year one puff, cry. I said the one cigarette box back. But in komfo anokye baby I'm here in my internal medicine department. Who say 2022 yare a cause stroke pie then your man go for bar hospital teach you a stroke.
Okay, more about shiny creations. And then one topic be a very disturbing stroke among the youth. Tianya one beautiful sister Buaha over church and say Mumuame dear stroke and dear Ekikam. Evajo Apaba.
Medasi the brain.
Evajo Never.
If I'm a Mawusi Azumah.
Mawusi Azumah. Your friend Simo.
Okay.
My friend Shine. Okay. Evajo Mawusi Azumah. Sister Mawusi Azumah. Okay.
Oh, from Mawusi.
Okay, more power.
Medasi the brain.
Mawusi or
Mawusi, a junior friend Marilyn Mawusi Azumah. Me senior nursing officer at komfo anokye teaching hospital. And a jumedie teacher midi apart from saying me nurse war hospital. Me say me can't yare say stroke, any hypertension, any diabetes, and who asem. Iti me can't a jumedie for why from Sports Stroke Fast Foundation. I did stroke ho akonya ba bebre because you say mabunu bebre enya stroke. Kaneno na stroke embrafo and a tiny stroke, but say no, mabunu bebre enya stroke. Enam ya bra boni nyoma bebre yeah.
Okay, that's it. And you know, you can stroke there.
Stroke is see what you're doing. You will heart attack, but stroke a brain attack. You cause a brain attack. It's just say yeah, it's not a fire dream, a yankitwa, and yet Cassia said, it is a blockade, say, it's a blockade, blood vessels, no. Say, a disrupted, and I say a blockade, and you have a brave mama not blockade, and I say a rupture, you can say a rupture, a pie, it is a mojano, it's not a pie, and I say a seer, and a coffee stroke bar, that means the moja na eko wajene fan hono entumi nko because accident is see what I say. It is an accident see cars na eko the other side no entumi nko. It is ano mamoja no entumi ndie fusa na e wo sa wajene fan ho. And na wan nko hospital in Tempara na and na dangerous. And na a bus stroke there were two types. Me kan because say block here your friend bro for your kind ischemic stroke. The car ischemic stroke it is a cholesterol. It's me cover ischemic stroke. Fat. I weigh the animal debris. So what I do debris? It's me cover say udrobin and as I say na efa umoja efa wajini ebesi. So esi a moja ni into me nko wajini fa hono. It is a utimi who say obisi a stroke esi what who say nensa. Aye, teacher chance and then son on to me, Nancy, and now to me, but it's so a dream. It is a dream fana, a bow casano, and as I dream fana, a bow nantino, because I dream then a bow my nanti, my didi, and my many idea. What I say, it is a touchy ma, and my okay idea cry. It is a touchy master, and I say a far honum no, mojanin to me in Kohona, and now to me who say, okay, say left her, or say right no, and to me yet on fine yet a juma. And yes, our hemorrhagic stroke. And yes, our blood pressure and you're well controlled. It's not of a hemorrhagic stroke. And yes, a pipe no a paya mojano ejuni and you know yeah so it bust into say a paya mojano ben you a guajune fa honum into yes and I won't say ofano
Okay. There's a barco baby block here. Okay. Now before so be stroke no science be na be show nipa na ho abe my nipa na hu say menya stroke.
And so na me ka science na obehu no medical aka enyoma e cover back because yen who risk factors na say then cover stroke bar because na say akra we 19 komfo anokye baby am here adwuma internal medicine department who say 2022 yare a ɛkɔɔ soro paa ɛde nneɛma nkɔfoɔ ba hospital titiriw ɛyɛ stroke ɛna deɛ ku nipa bebree over 1,000 people no nso so ɛyɛ stroke nti ama stroke ayɛ adeɛ a ewiase afa na nyinaa the third cause of death ɛwɔ yɛsi afa na nyinaa ɛna ɛsa yɛ the fourth cause of disability ɛyɛ sɛ ntumi mfa wofa no nyɛ adwuma yie nti ansa na mɛka science na yɛbɛhu no medical abɔbɔ nneɛma ɛtumi kɔfa saa aba sɛ wowɔ uncontrolled hypertension ɛyɛ sɛ wowɔ hypertension mogyabosoro na wɔnom ndwo yie ɛtumi kɔfa stroke ba sɛ wowɔ diabetes obusiam diabetes wɔ na maame obi nya diabetes da sɛ na ɔnom ndwo yie te sɛ deɛ akyerɛkyerɛ na ɛtumi kɔfa stroke ba stroke no yɛwɔ nneɛma a wo bɛtumi ayɛ a ɛnkɔfa mba ɛna yɛwɔ nneɛma bi a woyɛ dɛn a ntumi nyɛ ho hwee nneɛma na mebɔ so a wobɛtumi akɔntrol no ɛyɛ diabetes hypertension wo cholesterol akɔ soro bebree ne ama waduro ɛwɔ sɛ wɔnom nduro no yie sɛdeɛ yɛakyerɛkyerɛ wɔn no afei nso so sɛ woyɛ kɛse pii a wobɛtumi ayɛ exercise ayɛ dɛn ate saa fat because woyɛ kɛse pii ɛtumi kɔfa yare bebree ba titiriw akɔmayareɛ afei nso sɛ nneɛma a wontumi nyɛ ho hwee a stroke ɛtumi kɔfa stroke ba ɛyɛ wonyini a odwobɛn no anaasɛ ntini no ɛyɛ mmerɛ ate ase ɛna afei nso so apart from sɛ wonni no nneɛma bi a ɛtumi kɔfa stroke ba ɛyɛ abusuam obi wɔ hɔ a n'abusua obi anya pressure da ɛnyɛ stroke titiri ba obi anya pressure da nti there is a likelihood sɛ wɔn nso bɛtumi ayɛ dɛ ɛnya high blood pressure ɛna sɛ wɔn control yi a ɛtumi kɔfa saa ba ɛna nneɛma bi a ɛtumi sɛ akɔfa stroke ba nso so yɛ sɛ wɔwɔ akomayareɛ bi a yɛfrɛ biribi atrial fibrillation wakoma no ɛbɔ pɛrɛpɛrɛ ntɛntɛn nti mogya no a ɛwɔ sɛ memfa ne sɛ wowɔ tie anka mewɔ tie anka mɛkyerɛ wowɔ tie a wo sɛ tie no ɛyɛ elastic nti akoma no muscles no pɔmpe mogya no nti sɛ ntumi anyɛ saa adwuma sɛ pɔmpe na mogya no bi ka akyire a saa mogya no ɛbɔ toa nti sɛ mogya no ɛbɔ toa a ɛsi ntin no kwan ɛna ntin no sɛ ɛsi no kwan a ɛtumi kɔ w'adwene nim na ablɔke pakyɛ wate aseɛ nti ɛno na mede kan aka
science no
nti ɛno ne some of the ɛba science na yɛfrɛ sport yɛka yɛyɛ dwumadie na yɛka no sport stroke fast no ɛyɛ acronym ɛna fast no ɛkyerɛ yɛn nneɛma a ɛsisi yɛfa F which is for the fast na fast ɛyɛ face drooping sɛ wohwɛ nipa kwan n'anim aka sɛ ɔresere wɔsi ne fa ha no asɛ ɔresere but n'ano no ɛrekyia ate ase afei nso so yɛka sɛ arms A no for arms nti yɛka sɛ ɔmpagya ne nsa ne mmienu a wɔn sɛ ɔpagya ne nsa na ɛyɛ dɛn ontumi mpagya ne nsa ne nyinaa na baako ɛte ba fam afei nso so yɛba S na yɛfrɛ no speech as in slur speech ɔkasa ba nsiso yie ɔbɔ kɔbidin nso nsiso yie anaasɛ ne rekɔ tv ifi nti S no yɛ for slur speech ɛna afei nso so yɛba T na stroke ɛyare bi a very time bounded within 3 hours that's a wankɔ ayaresabea ntɛntɛm a ɛtumi asa me kan etimi block and block nso so a etimi block ma saa wadne fa na o say ye adwuma no afede ebe ye ntumi enye ho bibia but just e ma wonjuro and ebe ye worse I wanted to say ebe ye worse nti say one call hospital ampara na ebe ye worse ebi mutimi ye fa stroke type ba kwa me refi say me kan ye obeka say mouse stroke ye ka mouse stroke abrofo ye kan transient ischemic attack ye ka sa na a stroke is still within a short time until bakwana nkasa within 30 minutes to 1 hour ono nkasa recover as a many kobi kasa na ho a won say me cough na afede my unconscious as I say now within 30 minutes me ankasa masa abam da dem but me coming to actually come on kai de see but what I say it no sa na esi area no crowd so then the hospital and so kasa mensa ye to treat me and I say utu so kasa nti na mensa ye to treat e enche bia no wo se nanim no achia nti sa wo sa se obi anim achia and asa ne nsa no aye to treat a kasa on page out asa ho adwojo a also then the hospital
me try no like my some instances I say obi dry or trash like or trash yeah, then go hospital, yes, so a moja in the team no, and I stroke.
Nti yɛkasa mogya anu egu obi tirim a yɛfrɛ no hemorrhagic stroke. Edi kind of maybe also say there was two types of stroke. There was ischemic, that's due to the blockade, and there was hemorrhagic, that's the bleeding, which is caused when the blood vessels rupture. Yɛkasa blood vessels rupture a pie. Nti a pie a mogya ne egu nipa koro ne itirim. Nti fa na ebe ni egu itirim no, ɛna ebe cause saa damage no. What I say? It's preppy. You can say, oh, nothing, you know. So, could die once, and I said, collapse. He said, they're okay. But also, yes, you should move back hospital. Like, be a hair CT scan. Scan. No, the man who say, why, you know, a fine na a touch man, and I said, fine. Then I, you know, is it a clot or it is a rupture? And I said, it's in a pipe. And I'm more than in you know, in ecosystem. Kesiye saying because in that share style and pakron and katan kakra obey they will progress it I get it better and your mom rare feet and meka say you can't risk factors now teach you alcohol insanum p ekofa stroke back smoking because who smoke here the more especially shisha so be one puff cry I said the one cigarette box back but one yes if you should much say wafa pack back and now the more I know those things so a damaging not just or heart me but a damage or lungs no wa teach you it make us a because it causes a lot of damages and also abuse of aphrodisiacs and also and your man be to say overuse of contraceptives and so it make of say mojatwa ebetini esi ewo nfini
na ma tse ana mama for ta ka se ebi abema ne oba ehiem na se otai gina ho a eno so mania stroke and how to
question when go what I disappoint say it's time to no and no interest is obanya be ma shema yankopon ahyehe but the thing is say yankopon ama ye honam no de obetima say so too much of everything is bad naturally the body has its order to me and maybe but sometimes you pe booster you doing say and you want to break hwehwehwehwe no e real nti obi wa how pressure all yeah said all point to sexual act and sexual intercourse no all yellow because if you've had experience or sex before you know that you give out some level of energy do you understand because you are giving protein to the woman so you are exerting a lot of energy so yes it's exhausting sometimes women say I said why you juma o brain uti ya na o ye juma say o ju ahome but I don't know yes sex now say uti ya na say o pressure now no especially normal pressure adrona probably more normal pressure adrona say o pressure na say o you very old but or per se onya some kind of dysphoria as in energy like a youth person even though the body is telling you that slow down no, you want to go extra mile it is no say blood not well controlled a clot can be thrown I better block it I'm gonna shut it down no you collapse it and I say a bit more rupture because you are giving the heart too much pressure and the vessels in there are very small as a cholesterol cramp say cholesterol and it causes blocking that in with time and with aging too the vessels becomes weak so all those things aging is a factor using a lot of aphrodisiacs and you should know yourself what he can do I cannot do so you should know yourself and the limits you can go and the moment you are feeling pressed you need to relax even within sex you need to relax you don't have to go like what people speculate has to so all those things can lead to stroke if you don't take care but almost our body nature will say slow down you should relax and you can move on after
okay so obinya stroke na treating in the course of treatment you know the who betima turn cry wa bra you who signs be say nipa we onya stroke da
Stroke it differ from person to person. It kind of make us about signs na ebe ma who so be near stroke no. I mentioned time. Time is of essence, and that time is very precious, and it saves a lot of lives. Into obinya stroke, time ben now then they call hospital all the time now always see at prayer camp and at all the places herbalists around and around and around you are delaying the person's progress of getting better into udi kind of hospital I be trust scan no ahwe the level of clots no and I say rupture no and I say whatever has caused the stroke your hair level now say bleeding is so much everything is with progress and I said from person to person obi how within fortunately onya stroke na I said when he was going through the period no they were family ni hu yen so they call hospital in term within 4 hours to say camp komfo no nyame adom ye bibi your friend ultiplate e boama clot no and you better say oh you can say no but with gradual but very expensive but it's been very very helpful into say stroke me be say is it caused by hemorrhagic stroke so say bleed and na say intino na clot bi abaho nti ye na unjo na wonu munjo no obi an na progress level enye njo nkwa na ye de ma ye regulate your diet ye can stroke shot a multidisciplinary because my uncle for quite depressed it won't hear family support it's an injury a cost it takes the life out of you into yes people can get better with therapy either occupational therapy or rehabilitation with exercise and physiotherapy and all that they get better with time I just said but it doesn't mean someone has stroke beyond there's a tendency that you can get another stroke people have gotten 3 times. My grandpa has had 3 attacks, but he's been well. Yes, he's been well and he's been exercising and he's 87. So it's all about you, the person, how well you control your blood pressures, how well you control your blood glucose level or your cholesterol. And if you are smoking, smoking kills. It's even on the pack that smoking kills. If you are abusing aphrodisiac or you think that the pressure medication, blood pressure in journal how bear mama sebi catch your doctor. Don't be afraid to talk to the doctor or the nurse you go and meet. Explain things to them because every drug has a side effect, but it doesn't make the drug bad. Even paracetamol has a side effect. Into one no, not someone who said be in Korea also can. Into yes, with time, people can get better. With time, depending on how extensive or where it is located in the brain.
Okay. So, Cecilia, yeah, to na science ya okay. Say, the whole science ni be Cecilia, ni who say ni pano. All of a sudden, ni pano. First thing, Ben and ni pano nyansan or ni pano to hospital.
So we're free for help. We're free for help. We're free. I say ambulance. At least nyame adum na say ambulance, but I'm an ambulance service here, Juma saying and also a pet car now doing the nearest hospital close to you. They will start treating. Now I was going to call komfo and I said teaching hospital here now or the ako.
So at the spot there's nothing you can do unless you're in a hospital.
Yeah, it's not like having a heart attack because it's a brain attack. It's different. And to say heart attack that you sometimes you can check the pulse and if you're not getting pulse, you do CPR. You need to send the person. The moment you start seeing the sign, you have to send the person to the hospital. Okay. That's the best thing I'll be to my background.
Stroke any long-term side effect here?
Or a lot of long-term side effects. Any kind of I say, depression, or drinking baby because it takes the life out of you. 23-year-old. Imagine say we're in university, so and all those things. You're not able to do those things. Imagine who colleagues say it delays your progress in life. Do you understand? It is all those things are drinking the crown put to me cause a lot of problems. Even though say they are almost antidepressants, so depending on the level at which the person, we treat every patient differently. That is one. I think so your friend will be depending on the stroke and how you can develop bed sores. otubeye kro say antenne 10 o year in hospitals all ba na ye than every 4 hours and that's every 2 hours depending because odam pamucha obenya kro and that infection na obenya no a bit me ama causing the death especially if onya infection na become very bad. I think so bi wa ha ontime many ade nti ye de drawing ato ne ye friend NG tube nastrogastric tube ye de afa no hwenim akoda ne yam sane ama na aduane ama ne nyoma I mean enjoy ne ade nti obi wo ha because of so want to me many ade no nti ye de ne ko efie okofie nti okofie a one hand ne nkofo sa ombeda ne no sa ombedware ne aye we no so ya nchro na wa nsua and I say ofie no there is a risk say obenya aspiration yeka aspiration a aduane no ame ebekọ na hrawa no instead of going into the esophagus no stomach no nti ekofa baby ani se befa enye aduane no nkwa just the microorganisms na efi wonu no ekọ wo lungs no causing infections your friend no aspiration pneumonia and that one too can kill stroke patients very fast I think so obi wo ha obeda for a very long time. It's in the treat your friend the contractions. It's in the body bear contractions. It's all yen physio on time physio. It's sana ye den all yen say ya flex ya ya into on person obey exercise. It's the more on your exercise and not after the abeka. What I say into there's too much joint pains and if a corner cannot even bear what I say and I think to see a very big vein thrombosis or that hot check and that's what's nasty chair. Sometimes because there's poor circulation in the blood, moja need to mean dear free sunny ye or unsni no pompe blood no ko akoma ne no inti moja na ebotwa because one kasa moja ka babo ntia otumo say e ba enche na abotwa inti ebotwa sana e clotia e ko unsni etimi imuvi kra ko wahrawa eno ne friend pulmonary embolism science na e wo pompe moja ko wahrawa wakoma ne wahrawa hono inti depending on those are some of the effects I'll bet menya inti those are some of the things I can mention.
Okay, I've heard things say obviously what's not air conditioning be okay more you may air conditioning or refer you mark what's not air condition coffee air condition and also a multi stroke.
Okay, inti the intracorporeal catch on sedentary lifestyle. You can sedentary lifestyle that if you are the whole castle from air condition to air condition on sniffing on your exercise the more on your exercise no build the fats. The more on your exercise no apart from some build the fats no there's poor circulation. And the more there is poor circulation, clots can be formed because from here to here, only so there's poor circulation. So those clots can lead to that blockage. Now, because a blood clot, since our blood clot is ischemic stroke, a back blockade into yes, it can lead to a stroke. To sedentary lifestyle and to say those olden times I on the coil form on the 90 something so to me it pick up again my yard to say you pay luxury is good but stress and all those things you have to find time to relax and you have to find time to exercise because a 30 minutes exercise it's not like going to it's not about going to the gym one because I will feel about skipping wait to make sure me can feel round depending on or heart level and I said what your body what is going on in your body because some people have health issues so there are certain things you can do to a certain extent but it doesn't deprive you of exercising because the more you don't exercise the more your body builds a lot of fat metabolisms.
Okay. So what advice na be mo bia one person being a stroke advice be na medical.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Medase. Advice that Medema for teacher me say so for who doctor. Meant now ho emfifa injure. And now also who signs na your boss who said face drooping. Your friend fast. Face it's almost will be face drooping. And I said the name chia and I said Ninsano in fact I weak I want to mean na and I say untumi kasa inti so now all of a sudden oshiasia Faniko Hospital main delay I think so all that blood pressure it draw so hypertension it draw so and I said diabetes it draw so and cholesterol and it draw be a doctor the amount prescribed by the amount no koso nanum ye memfa ebibidro ene hospital aduro ne emfrafra so won ti bibi ase a and also we say yes aduro ne eyema wa fa culture doctor na or hell no it is your right to know what is happening to you and it is your responsibility to know that the same way meka your health workers say obi ba your consulting room and so obi ba hospital enya ntoboase ne eni mpa kone de enkasa because sometimes and your my and the sports stroke fast now it say sometimes just talking to the person chrono just getting the proper understanding of the things makes the person very well and it releases them from a lot of things they don't know because if you don't yeah, right people near Busa the right questions. And then the cover problems will brave because we say a joy a year for hepatitis B, a year for way, a year for way, and it is destroying the kidneys, it is destroying the livers, and it is destroying a lot of organs that away system. So next straight here for say BB yewa nyamre na ko hospital unti bibi ase a uchu ha busa eduro bi na wo nom na ema ho ya obasa basa busa because one busa na sa odwen say o sexual function enko ya your doctors they wo in before bebre a omo akọ school edure tira o bet ma church they also wo ye nti mesra mo so unti bibi ase a busa na o bet ma free anytime bet ma visit hospital no check your blood pressure because blood pressure in Arabia unam ha unhu say oh high blood pressure and unless they over check it that's
now role ben our audience aban bit my play prevention of stroke
about role aban bit me provide in prevention of stroke teach you make us say in terms of hospital, the basic making the hospital a very friendly environment for people with disability. I think so. You might be to say aphrodisiacs, name those things. It's I would say that we have the freedom for everything. But one can know how offer those things. You need to be careful. And smoking kills. It doesn't kill just the person who is taking it, but nkofona or more around. And now shisha is becoming like very common. You don't see people smoking often, but shisha is becoming like the order of the day and is destroying a lot of young people. So if tobacco has been banned and all those things, nicotine, because the nicotine gets people excited and that is what makes them addicted and they keep and those things are the ones that are damaging. So if those things can be regulated and even our herbal stuff, if Food and Drugs Board and all those people could come to being and make sure they examine things well, not just make people go through the system just like that. I think ebebwa very much. And also the health system in itself. Nurses, doctors are under pressure all the time. And all these pressures is due to the poor access to health because we are low in number. And apart from we being low in number, people are not getting, let me just say, that there's poor condition of service. So if there's poor condition of service and the US is providing me with a good condition of service, definitely I'll go to the US. Yeah. I won't stay here. I will only stay here because maybe I'm a very patriotic citizen and I want to be here. But people are traveling because people have finished school, but they are staying at home. Doctors, nurses, physician assistants, all kinds of allied health scientists. And so the government should find a way of putting those people in areas which are deprived of health personnel, whether it's nurses, whether it's doctors, whether it's midwives, because there are lots of trainings, but people have not been placed. Like I said, government in placing people in the right places and also try to provide the necessary things, because at the end of the day, if people come to the hospital and that's a bed crying, it's a big problem. We are talking about stroke, but all these things, if these structures are not put there, now when you're stroker, it will be delayed. And also education, there's less finances in going to public health education, and people are trying to do it, but if people are, the government is not pushing for that, it's not supporting, especially with non-communicable diseases non-communicable diseases any hypertension, blood pressure, kidney disease. All these things are things that the government should look at, because COVID by COVID na ekunipa kesi. blood pressures now wasn't well controlled because of the comorbidities and the diabetes, the cancers, and all those conditions. And it's because our infrastructures are not helping people. You see, those are the things that are killing people. So if these things are put in place together, all of us could build, and we can start from our homes. Nankasa.
Okay. So, is it a foundation?
Okay, so it's a group of nurses who are near Juma stroke unit, and other people from Takrade, Upper West, Upper East, other nurses, and also other health providers like doctors, physiotherapists, dietitians. People who are coming on board are near Juma or Komfo, but others are volunteering and joining us to campaign against stroke, because the prevalence of stroke is going high and high and high and high. And if you don't talk about it, if you don't talk about we controlling our blood pressures, and as Nameka Sakres, 17th May, World Hypertension Day, and if our blood pressures are not well controlled, it will lead to a stroke. It will lead to a kidney disease. So if we control our blood pressures well, and if we are talking about these things, because lack of knowledge, people perish. And the same thing with health. If you don't talk about it, and then if I well inclined, so people who have gone to school and have learned could do that. Out there, and every year, especially World Stroke Day, we'll talk about stroke. Apart from that, we'll try to use the media houses to talk about these health conditions so that people will get enlightened. Because Obi Eba Hospital Krana you're discharging now, but said then the person has no idea. And that's how papa. These are the campaigns we want to do, because we believe that education is key and knowledge helps with prevention. The more we get to know, the more we get to take better care of ourselves. And the more we're able to take better care of ourselves, productivity in Ghana will go high. Because
in case someone wants to reach out to you guys, I'll bet me affirm.
Yes, Obetima Frey. Obetima visit on Facebook, Sports Stroke Fast Foundation. Obetima visit on Twitter and Sports Stroke Fast. And now on Instagram to Sports Stroke Fast. And now also on YouTube, Sports Stroke Fast TV. I don't remember my colleague's number. My number is 020-460-8010. 020-460-8010. So you can contact us and you can join us with the campaigns.
Okay.
Thank you.
Number man get your medical to screen so when your numbers need. So your last words to our viewers.
My last words to viewers is say you better share your say ya bra, we should take time to rest, because ye hiao o manga na ye hiao ye teacher ye hiao o man susu hiao nti wo ye adwuma yes ye na ye hia sika, but take time to rest, take time to check your blood pressure, take time to sometimes go to do voluntary checkups. Cholesterol, you can say labs, but you can go and check your cholesterol, go and check your blood pressure. So if you go to pharmacy, good pharmacy, pharmacy has been accepted by the government. When you go there, you can check your blood pressure. Yeah, or even if they will take anything, maybe 1 cedi or 2 cedis, or you can get a blood pressure machine at home and check your blood pressure. If you don't understand anything, you can walk into a health facility and ask. Now there are lots of advocacy. South Central also even have advocacy centers. There are hospitals that are trying to build these centers so that they could just talk to people. People could just walk in and just hear, get to know things. I'll say that we should take advantage of our health system. You say there's a long queue and all that. Komfo is not a place where you just walk in. It's a teaching hospital and a referral center. So that's why working in yes, it will take a lot of time, which is very bad. We can't help it, but imagine we are taking care of about 10 regions in Ghana. All the 16 regions, we are taking care of 10 regions. Every people, they are all referring to the place. So it's a referral center. So you make use of the hospitals that are close to you. And when they can't help, they would refer you to Komfo, or sometimes you can even ask for a referral to Komfo. Thank you very much.
Welcome.